You know, guys, I've just recently had a theory, especially considering the reaction to a recent game that came out for Square Enix.
Oh my god.
Basically, any Square Enix published game that isn't from either Square Enix themselves or one of their Western-owned studios tends to suck.
Basically, apparently, yeah.
And here's our hero in the bird mask, here to confront...
I'm guessing you're talking about Left Alive.
Yeah, and this too. And there was...
Wait, wasn't Left Alive done by a Japanese team?
No, they're not owned by Square Enix, though.
Actually, what?
Yeah, Left Alive is not made by Square Enix. It was made by a different developer, but the Square Enix published them. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. The point is Climax, for some reason. Yeah. Basically, we're fighting again. We're fighting Tay for some reason.
This is ridiculous.
It looks like they're staring off first, and they're staring.
Well, that was a terrible transition, and you should feel bad, game.
Okay, let's fight now.
Okay, that was
Screen
easy.
effects are so interesting.
Wee! Running.
Okay, Oh, my knee. Oh, my head.
My leg.
My leg. Oh, this isn't much of a fight.
So
You're kind of kicking his ass.
So much blood for just a bunch of fish.
That's the thing, Dwebs. Now that I've discovered the Ultra Instant mode and I know how it works, I'm just going to abuse the shit out of it because the combat is terrible. So I don't want to spend any more time in it than I need to. Trust me, Dwebs. The Ultra Instant makes this game a cakewalk.
Oh, you remember the SCWRM?
In fact, I figured it out, Jova. I figured it out. You know why they make
Get down, Mr. President!
and then dies. Never mind. Never mind. I'll say it later.
I can't believe Dane is dead. Everybody's dead.
Okay, so that was the Quiet Man.
Be honest, were we ever even rooting for him?
He's just making sure, you know.
Okay, and now the game decides to go full Indigo Prophecy on us.
Okay.
But first this.
Cruella de Vil.
I forgot about this scene. Okay, I guess I have time. Okay. Here's my theory, Jova. The reason they make the Ultra Instant mode so obtuse and hard to figure out on your own without any outside help is because they realize that the Ultra Instant makes the entire game a cakewalk. So they decided to make it a...
Then why include it in the first place? Though?
Because they're incompetent morons, Jova.
I just think it's bad design from the get-go, honestly.
So this scene...
The quiet one.
The quiet, all right.
No, Tia, you should be doing. Tia, you should be doing it like this. The quiet man.
A hush.
Oh my god.
A hush. There you go. Dane actually showed his mom's picture to this chick, and I'm guessing he's now
confused.
And I'm guessing right now he's telling her that you look exactly like my mom. And instead of now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Instead of finding him a weirdo, she decides to stay with him.
Oh,
anyway.
God damn it! I was about to say that.
Are you implying they were even
sorry?
This is kind of like it's kind of like that joke when Team 4 started for Dragon Ball Z abridged when Bulma doesn't know but future Trunks sees her son. She's like, "Oh, you're a mama's boy. I'll be your mom," and he's screaming internally. Only if that joke was taken too far.
That's the thing. Okay. I played an hentai. Sorry, I watched an hentai that kind of had that, but that's an hentai. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dane gains superpowers.
Finally, something interesting in this fucking Warfest.
Right.
Well, there you go, guys. Officially, our story was never mystery suspense.
There you go, Dibs. The plot twist is that this is the most boring superhero origin story ever created.
He even teleports behind you.
Nothing personal, Tay.
So did him dying with the mask on?
Okay, and now that we're superheroes, we can dodge bullets, Matrix style, baby.
I don't see why it even matters. It's not like he can die, seeing as how he got shot twice.
I don't even... no.
But there you go, guys. This was all just leading up to the origins of Dane becoming a superhero. And let me know, and let me tell you again.
Jover, is this the prequel to Chronicle or something?
This is the... this is the Indigo... the moment where the game decides to become... This is
superpowers.
There you go, everybody. This is the big reveal. Turns out this is the long-awaited sequel to Indigo Prophecy.
Sequel?
No. It's the prequel to it's the prequel to Chronicle, Pedro.
I guess. Oh, great! More mooks for me to tackle, and all of them are minorities. Yay! Of course.
Again.
Apparently, Dane is the only white person in the entire world.
Still a minority. He's disabled.
Oh, okay. So this is a game where every minority hates every other minority.
No, that's why I kept saying it's okay because you're also a minority.
It's okay. So also, what the? Look at those movements.
Yeah, the animation canceling in this super form are so weird.
And by the way, if you press the kick button during this part, it does this really awkward roadhouse kick.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Also, guys, this Lancer isn't disorienting at all. I'm absolutely
so there you go, Jova. Dane is the Crow, apparently. So yeah, Shira, turns out you were right. He is the deaf equivalent of Daredevil.
Daredevil actually has to work around his disabilities.
Like the only supernatural thing about him is the fact that he was contaminated when he became blind by radioactive substance. But aside from the usual, super strength and agility, he doesn't really have anything to go by.
Okay. That's, again, the reason I compare this to Indigo Prophecy is it's just like an Indigo Prophecy plot twist. It's a supernatural plot twist. It has nothing to do with anything that came before it. It comes the fuck out of nowhere, has no point whatsoever. It's just weird and completely takes you out of the game. Not that you weren't already, mind you.
The problem is that Indigo Prophecy is more fun, I would argue.
No, Indigo Prophecy is fun for the exact reason you've been saying all along, Teo, because it's full of that shit.
That's the problem in this game in a nutshell. It takes itself way too seriously for its own goal.
Indigo Prophecy takes itself...
That's a problem with Indigo Prophecy, too. I think the problem here is like, well, okay, the main difference is this. Indigo Prophecy actually had stuff hinting that there was supernatural stuff going on here. I mean, now it came out of nowhere with the Dragon Ball Z style fights, but all the same, at the very least, there was always the hinting that there was some supernatural stuff going on here. This, though... This sounds like, this is pretty much the starting point of anything supernatural.
There was no foreshadowing of this. If there was like a cut, like one of the cutscenes before was like Dame was reading about the journal of like an ancient. What the fuck?
Let's see.
What's the actual fuck?
Let's see. We've already established that guns won't stop this guy. So what's even the point?
But Jova, there you go. If there was like a cutscene where Dame was like reading a book that said ancient Native Americans culture that worshipped the crow-like and spirits, that would have been at least a bit of foreshadowing. But we have nothing like that.
Allow me to remind everybody that way before the ending, the climax in general, actually, way before the climax of Pandora's Box came about, we did have indeed subtle hints that there was something weird.
I argue that every little game has a foreshadowing for its plot twist way beforehand. Most of the time, anyway.
Most of the time.
I mean, the only one I can think.
The way that glass was clipping in and out of reality.
Yeah, the clipping with the models. Pedro didn't show you, but one of the rooms before, if you move the camera around, you can see the void right after like an open door because you're not supposed to go outside there.
Agitator, you can't do that anymore because they fixed it with a patch since then.
Oh, it's like Rise of Lyric. They removed the fun.
Yeah,
honestly, Teo, because you get to the point of that fun when you can pretty much already do that with.
And that's it.
Oh.
And yeah, notice how he looks normal now. So yeah, I guess that superhero thing was just in our minds. I don't even understand this anymore.
Possible, but that wouldn't explain how he survived being shot 2 times.
But what's this?
Look.
Tay.
Look at those moments.
Go ahead, Jova. Don't you see? I was busy. I couldn't pick up the phone. Phones.
I killed my best friend.
For some reason.
What the fuck is wrong with this game?
A lot.
Okay,
Hold on. Pay attention.
Okay. Notice my directing. Jump scare.
And now this guy's alive as well, even though he was shot.
I love how the game kind of froze before he
Sure.
finally opened his eyes.
Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Throw in Thanos while you're at it. Why not? Like.
Also, Tio, you asked what was wrong with this game. I think I have a better question. What is actually right about this game?
Yeah, Dark Lord the one did say in his review that he thought the soundtrack was pretty decent. I disagree.
What soundtrack? There's nothing dropping, don't you know?
We'll get to it, but yeah, you know.
Why'd you mention the soundtrack now, anyway?
Well, there's going to be a song at the credits, so yeah.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't it be better to mention it when we get to
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? You know who's behind the mask.
Maybe she doesn't know who's behind
my God.
you.
Hey, you see Shiroi? You see Shiroi? She kissed him just like his mom used to kiss him. You see?
Okay.
It's deep.
Honestly, you at this point, considering the symbol is so obnoxious, you might as well call this guy Oedipus instead of Dane. Because,
And like I said, and guess what, guys? His mother dying has absolutely nothing to do with his powers.
You see Shiroi?
So them constantly showing the mom was just a waste of your time.
You see, Shiroi, this game is actually incredibly deep and emotional. Don't you see? Look at it. Can't you just feel?
I can't see that he's trying a bit to act.
Is your mic working, Shiroi, by the way?
Yeah, I just
okay.
don't know how to respond to that question.
What can you say at this point?
I know.
So you're the quiet woman, huh?
Shut up.
Okay, here's the big question,
actually,
Like we beat to the final boss and everything. So how does the game actually end?
About that.
The answer may surprise you.
No, please don't. I want to see it.
So, how does it end?
What's this?
Is this the cop, father?
That reminds me of when the guy in the French coat.
Hey, remember the other guy in the bird costume?
So there you go. Turns out Bald Cop here was the original Birdman that kidnapped her to begin with. Dun,
Which
dun,
is that
dun.
never guilty.
How could you?
I have no idea why I should be invested in this twist.
Maybe if we could actually hear, we'd know why.
That face.
You know, actually, here's a better question. For a game called The Quiet Man, that's a really stupid title. He's a guy who can't hear. That doesn't mean he himself is quiet.
Okay,
and he still can hear
Yes, I watched The Matrix.
And he still can hear some things going on, so it's not like he's completely deaf.
You missed a lot, Dwebs. Basically...
You actually did miss a lot.
Blofeld is a mask now.
Yes, Dwebs. Basically, Dwebs. Turns out we defeated Tay. However, Dwebs, here's the big plot twist. Turns out not Blofeld was actually the original Birdman that kidnapped our love interest to begin with. Dun dun dun.
By the way, Dane also has superpowers.
No,
I saw the superpowers. This missed Blofeld being the villain.
This is the most boring superhero movie I have ever seen.
Oh, Pedro.
Yes.
It's not Blofeld. Nate's brother.
When you're making like Sony's superhero movies are master.
No.
I think this is a superhero movie that even Sony would go, you know what, we're too good for this.
I don't know, Pedro. They allowed Zoom Academy of Superheroes to be made.
I guess of all things.
To be fair, that was a long time ago. It's
Dropkick.
They also made a Muji movie not too long ago. I'm
talking about superhero. Their superhero division. Though.
I'm talking about their standards in general. Also, they don't really have a superhero division of sorts. It's more an animated or live action division.
I guess.
So what? Or he doesn't have a baton anymore.
This of all things was at least kind of foreshadowed because that weapon he's holding is part police battering thingy-maffucker. So it kind of makes sense that it's him.
That's assuming he is a police guy and not just a private detective, considering his coat, but yeah, fair enough.
Well, we did see him talk to other cops earlier, though, so I'm guessing...
Yeah, in the present, though.
He might just be...
He's the inspector. He's the inspector. He's the Chalmy of this, or the gumshoe of this game, if you prefer.
I remember Gumshoe being the villain.
Well, that's why. Well, I'm just
That's
using
why
it.
he's not in the games anymore. He was arrested off screen in a game we'll never get.
No. It's just. Well, to be fair, okay.
Anyway.
Well, with Dual Destinies, it's just because there's a new inspector with Spirit of Justice.
We can save that for later. Don't want to spoil the details. Anyway, though.
Not spoiler, there's a new investigator.
Well, let's just wait till we get there.
So, can this fight actually end?
Yeah, can we can we end this?
They're doing the
Let's do the Tekken cross counter.
fighting games.
Dude, you missed him. How did you miss him? He was right in front of you.
We did the Tekken cross counter between Jin and Kazuya.
You knocked off my mask and I died.
And they just dropped it.
They both just dropped.
It's like, no, I don't feel any more like standing.
I'm exhausted.
Are they just gonna laugh about it? Just like
This floor tastes funny.
Huh?
I am
What the fuck is
walking
happening?
very slowly for dramatic effect. Why isn't she wearing any shoes? Like,
And then, like, the ultimate plot twist happened, it fades to black and it says the tagline, a Hideo Kojima game.
and guess what? And guess what, Shiroi? All those death animations, they're gonna pay off now.
Wait, what?
You'll see. There you go, Shiroi. Our final death animation. Don't you see? It's just like the other death animation, except this time it's for real because he dies in the story. Get it?
It's not less creepy.
It's smart, Shiroi. Don't you see? It's smart.
It's
She
art.
doesn't look particularly sad about this.
Well, bye then.
Smiling about it.
See ya.
And now we cut to her singing in the club. And now we cut to her singing the end credits song.
Can we hear it?
What a thrill!
Surprisingly, Dwips, we can.
With darkness and silence through the night.
Yeah, Teo. You wish. Fuck off.
What's the say?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
So let me get this straight also. The names of the trophies were lines from the song.
Yes, very good too.
That's so stupid.
Calling to the night.
She sounds like Lily Allen.
This sounds like a song from Evanescence.
At least Lily Allen is funny.
I know, right?
She is.
Yes.
So yeah,
So
that was the Quiet Man, I guess.
I guess memes aside, the first line of the song really does ring true. Oh, what to say?
And look at that. Now we get pictures of Dane's.
Pictures of him and his mom.
Yeah, Dane. More pictures of Dane and his mom.
What am I supposed to think even about this game?
I don't know.
It's like okay.
I shouldn't be laughing at this.
It's
but
not.
We're not
It's like.
supposed to.
It's like I said. This game makes David Cage seem down to earth and humble. This game is so smug and so full of itself. Like.
I still believe the theory that Square Enix only was pitched the concept, and then the rest of the development
happening. Pictures of Dane and Tay bonding,
and the rest of the development happening in secrecy.
Yeah, maybe you could have shown this in the actual story. Maybe usually important backstories are revealed before the game is over.
Storm Chaser, why are the lyrics now just titles of random movies?
Oh great, and oh look at that, she dissolved into, the mom dissolved, whatever, the point is.
The gun. But yeah, no, I really refuse to believe that Square Enix was completely okay with this kind of product until we knew it was too late.
Well, Square Enix released Fighting Returns when it was the way it was.
Well, that was with all the CEO, remember? The shift happens right before the game was released.
Well, we've already talked about this too, remember? This game was released on a random Thursday with no fanfare. Square basically.
I'm still shocked that somehow someone managed to convince Square Enix to reserve us an E3 spot for a trailer for this. Because and remember, the guy who edited it, because it used just the beginning. Honestly, to me, did a fine job because, like I said, I don't want to lie. Like I said to add E3 commentary. I was interested back then.
He must have been one damn good editor.
So we all were interested in it.
Also, Super Void. Also, so mission accomplished for making me interested, but boy, this is
okay, I'll admit, I don't even hate the song. I kind of have a soft spot for it. I like the music to it. The lyrics leave a bit to be desired, though.
Yeah, the lyrics to me come off as those lyrics you see the lyrics on the subtitle track that you see on an anime, the ones that are literally translated and don't rhyme.
Yeah. But I guess
I do like the melody.
But I guess at the end of the day, what matters is that this game in general, well, because the gameplay is so bare bones, but
I forgot something.
In general. Sorry.
I forgot something. Dwebs, you might be asking, wait a minute, why was Blofeld fighting Dane if Blofeld was shot, like you yourself pointed out in the previous part, Dwebs? Don't ask me, I ain't got a clue. Moving on.
But yeah, at the end of the day, this game is just uninteresting. Even with the last minute stuff, like the presence of superpowers or people coming back to life, or this mask supposedly empowering people and now we're going to whatever we want.
And now we're going to get a post-credit sequence where Nick Fury invites the Quiet Man to the Avengers.
Again. It goes back to when we originally thought that this game was actually the Avengers project. This first shown at E3.
This story is just boring. I don't want to know what's the lore in this world, what's the meaning behind the themes in this game. It's just it's
too bad, Tio. You're gonna find out eventually what the lore actually is.
Yes.
Oh, Silent World. Get it? Silent World.
Love lies beyond words.
Yeah,
Get it?
Words through action. The player's rage lies beyond words as well. It's
mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Oh, sorry, thinking of a better product.
So now what?
And now, hold on. And now we're gonna get an after. Okay, it doesn't have Nick Fury, guys, but we're still gonna have an after credit scene. So pay attention.
What product are you referring to, Jova?
And look at it.
Hold on, guys. Pay attention. This is important.
Hug.
Then remember, this is the earlier scene from earlier. Like, we just rewinded.
The earlier scene from earlier.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Pedro, I think your king capture glitched.
Nope, the game is rewinding.
Oh boy!
Holy shit! Are you?
I want to hear this shit.
Until tonight. Until her.
Oh. Rewinding time.
That what happening to you is also what's happening to me.
Oh.
You're blinded by grief. Me, by ambition.
Sure, why not?
Alright.
How's the return tonight?
Not well, honey. Not well.
Yep, that's right. We're rewinding from previous points of the game.
Musical escape from the world. Musical escape from the world. Musical escape from the world.
What?
Escape from the world.
Escape from the world.
I want to assure everybody there's nothing wrong with my footage. This is how it is.
Escape from the world. Is this like some sort of...
You'll see what the
thing
game
or something?
sensing.
Hold on.
The
What?
night I was kidnapped.
Let's rewind. We're going back in time.
To another
Yeah,
world?
this is New York, confirmed.
Oh, we already knew that.
Well, the problem is that the game never establishes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the game's final big twist.
Uh-huh.
The game was written by Nomura.
Again, or Kojima.
No,
Toriyama, sorry, Toriyama.
No, Dwebs. If this was written by Motomo Toriyama, Lightning would be the one being kidnapped instead of that whoever this chick is.
Maybe Lightning is the one who gave the powers to
See, this. If this was made by
Wait,
Toriyama, it would be a game about him rescuing Lightning.
Oh,
Hold on, here we go.
just answer it, damn it.
He's frozen.
Okay, here comes
He's
the big.
glitching.
Here comes the big twist.
The one kidnapped herself or something.
Just pick up the damn phone! Otherwise, I will be the one who beat the crap out of you.
And?
Oh.
Lala.
That's
La
her.
La Land.
That's her
I
name.
can't sing anymore.
Like,
No one hears
why?
me
Well, that's because they cut off the song from the game, honey.
anymore.
It's a
Take
twist.
it away. Just
Oh, so she I was right, she organised her own kidnapping.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out this was all her fault.
take me away.
Wait for
I
it.
knew it! I knew it!
But here's the thing,
Ladies
guys.
and
You
gentlemen,
wanna-
this is
Wait,
actually
wait,
a
wait,
trailer
hold on.
for.
Hold on. This is actually showing. Now you gotta play the game over again to figure out what was going on. Tune in for Quiet Man Answered.
Yes, this is actually a trailer for The Quiet Man Answered, the new game plus of the game.
Yep.
At the very least, they had the decency to release it as a free update instead of charging prop price for a DLC.
You have unlocked the second gameplay mode featuring sounds and dialogue. To begin the game, go to the chapter selection menu. So yeah, guys, guess what?
The game's not over yet.
We're starting over. This time with
It's not over yet.
this time with audio.
And let's
What's
just say,
the point in having a deaf protagonist? If you're going to, you know what? Fuck it.
oh sure. It gets even better, sure.
I'm done.
It gets even better, Shiroi. There's actually going to be some extra footage with Answered mode.
Yeah, there's.
Whatever.
Which means new cutscenes.
My guess is my guess, Shiroi, is that okay. Basically, the people who aren't deaf, they're going to play the game a second time to see if they got it right. You know.
Yes, because I'm sure everyone.
Yeah, the good news, folks, is that the Quiet Man Answered actually makes you understand what the plot point was for the most part. The bad news is that, like I said, don't get your hopes too high because the plot is still boring.
Oh no!
Run was just a glorified way to keep plot twists from you.
Also, Tio, that's rich. I mean, saying the plot's boring, that's being too nice to it. The plot is actually pretty terrible when you actually understand what's going on, in my opinion.
So, Jova, it seems like I nicked your calling it powers. I called that the woman had herself kidnapped.
Yep.
Wow, to be fair, who could predict it?
I did.
It's
well, I mean, that's exactly my point.
So yeah, everybody, we're going to start over. So
we're going back in time.
Jova, I just made that joke.
Tune in next time, everybody, for The Quiet Man Answered,
where all your questions will be answered, and we'll even get more story. And Tio, you'll get the lore you don't care anymore about.
I don't want lore for this world. It's so sterile.
Well, too bad you're getting lore.
Jesus fuck.
See ya,
guys.
see ya, everybody.
See ya.